We want to begin this hour with promising new results in a vaccine trial for melanoma, the deadliest form of skin cancer. In a medical trial, drug makers Moderna and Merck say a personalized mRNA cancer vaccine plus a drug called Keytruda reduce the return and spread of melanoma in high-risk patients. More than 100,000 Americans are impacted by melanoma each year. Chief Medical Correspondent Dr. Jon LaPook is here with Dr. Janice Mehnert. She's an oncologist at NYU Langone and one of the lead researchers behind this trial. She consults for both drug companies. Welcome to you both. Good morning.
Good morning. So
this is monumental. We were talking about this in our editorial meeting yesterday, Dr. Mehnert. You've been treating melanoma for more than 2 decades. How is this treatment different from anything that you or we have ever seen before?
It's just really an innovative and revolutionary approach that takes advantage of both science and technology. I'd like to describe it as you're training the immune system with a blueprint for a patient's unique individual tumor instead of just trying a blanket approach. It's really personalized therapy at its best.
So the way I understand it, John, and we were talking about it in the green room, is if somebody has stage 3 melanoma, you take a sample of that,
right,
and then what happens?
Well, then it comes into a laboratory, they figure out what are the unique mutations that it has, right? And what this is a 1-2 punch against the melanoma. So what cancer can do is it puts a cloak of invisibility over itself so the immune system can't find it, right? Mm-hmm. Well, the Keytruda, the drug, takes away that cloak. All right. So now the immune system's eyes are wide open. What does it look for? Yeah. And that's where the messenger RNA vaccine comes in. Think about a bloodhound. You give the scent to a bloodhound and it goes out and finds the person. The vaccine is giving the scent of the cancer to your immune system so your immune system can go out and hunt it down and kill it.
Janice, take us in when you all realized this was working, because you've been working on this for many, many, many years. So when you finally found that all the trials, all the trivia, it was working, what was it like?
It was just exhilarating. I think clinical research isn't glamorous day to day. Yes. You're just collecting data. It's minute to minute, very ordinary. But when you stand back and start looking at the results and you see that the recurrences are happening far less in the experimental treatment arm, that's extraordinary. And that's changing lives. And it's really just powerful and exciting.
Why is it a big deal for melanoma in particular? Because isn't this a good example of what could happen for other cancers, too?
Absolutely. So as I've suggested, melanoma, we do a lot of things first. We're a tight community. We did immunotherapy, targeted therapy, cell therapy, and now mRNA vaccines first. But we can teach other cancers about this. And there are ongoing programs in lung, bladder, and even pancreas in different scenarios that the hope is that we can change lives beyond our individual fields.
And I should add that this is based on decades of NIH research, right? This doesn't just happen.
Right.
I went to medical school when dinosaurs roamed the earth, and if somebody had advanced melanoma, they died. Most often, they just died. And so to see this change, to see something with these kind of results. Now, we should point out that this is sort of a preliminary report. We're going to have the final report submitted. We have to look at that. But from what I'm seeing and from what we've seen for the previous trials about this is really exciting.
Well, and I think this is also such an incredible use of technology and artificial intelligence. I mean, we hear all of these terrible things, but this is what we want AI to be doing. Yes. So, you mentioned that this is just the trial. What are the next steps? Because I think there's a lot of people who are watching being, my gosh, I've got someone in my family. I'd love for this to be a treatment.
Yeah, other cancers.
Yeah, I think at least for melanoma, we obviously are going to need to start discussing these data with our regulatory authorities and hope to start making strides towards moving forward to making this widely available. For other cancers, those trials will continue, hopefully with increased momentum. And hopefully we'll be able to see if this approach is going to be widely effective.
So you, doctor, the way I understand it, because this is tailored to your specific cancer, you can't take it preventatively, right? I mean, that would be the dream, that if you are susceptible, if you've had somebody in your family who's had melanoma and perhaps died from it, that you might be able to take this drug. It doesn't work that way.
Right. It's not for prevention of cancer, although it is for prevention of advanced cancer in a way. After surgery is when patients would take this particular medicine at this point in time.
It's not approved by the FDA yet, so how soon do you think how long do you think it'll take to get to the market?
That's a good question. It's open at the moment. We're, again, discussing to get dates on the calendar for, things to review the data formally. And then from there, we're ready to go, to scale this once that approval comes through.
And of course, we want to hear,
incredible.
like, how much is it going to cost?
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, Dr. LaPook, Dr. Maynard, thank you so much. This is wonderful
Thank
news.
you.
On a morning.
Thank you for the opportunity to talk about it.